Hey, so welcome back to Learning Music. Been posting for about a week, been playing for about a week consistently. I'll go ahead and start off with, I've been playing, whenever I first start playing, I will try and do like a spider walk. So like, you basically go from one end, and you go down four, and then so on and so on. Whenever I first started doing this, it was very, very difficult with my finger. Like it was just very, like awkward for my fingers. But after I would say probably 3 or 4 days, my fingers actually got used to it very quick, and I'm still not able to do it perfectly, but it's a lot easier on my hand to move it down. But I mean, it's still not perfect by any means. But this is just a kind of like a just kind of viewing last week or so of how it's been so far, and that is something I've noticed. And I think that has also helped me be able to coordinate with chords a little bit easier, because I am kind of familiar with what my fingers can do and can't do, and they are very used to being stretched out like this whenever I'm doing the spider. And I do that a couple times, probably 5 minutes, and I really emphasize on, um, whenever I am doing it, I am really emphasizing on hitting each note right and making sure that not only am I hitting it right, but I'm also not affecting any of the other strings. So, like for example, if I'm going to be playing the sixth string, the low sixth string right here. If I'm playing right here on the fourth fret, and then I'm wanting to go switch all the way back down to the first fret on the second string, or the fifth string, I mean, I want this sixth or this fourth fret to play fine, but I'm also going to want my next finger to play fine. So if it's not, if my pinky is, if this finger right here is hitting the second string, it's obviously not going to play. So you have to force yourself to get your fingers in position for your next finger to play smoothly. I mean, I've really focused on that. I feel like that's kind of helped, the transitioning from doing the spider to chords, in my opinion. Um, Another thing that I've worked on is I've been playing the intro to Other Side of Red Hot Chili Peppers. This one's super basic. You guys kind of saw me do it last week and the two videos, but it's just the simple, this string and then here, here. And I've been practicing that daily too. Uh, Today I've actually been playing probably about 15 or 20 minutes, um, just to try something out, you know. But most of the time I'm either doing that spider walk or I am practicing that intro to the song that I want to learn how to play. But today I will say that I've spent probably 15-20 minutes just messing around, with a different side project, which I might work on in this video. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, it's not easy. I mean, at all. I mean, you gotta get used to your fingers and stuff like that to be able to pinpoint on what you need. But I think the thing that's helped me get to where I am now, this is talking in a week, of course, is just the consistency. I mean, I've spent at least 5 minutes, doing the spider, at least. And there's sometimes where I don't even do anything else. I just do the spider, do it for a couple minutes, and then I go do other stuff that's not related to my guitar or anything. But, or like there might be a time whenever I come in, do the spider, and then maybe do a 20-minute practice session with the intro, or maybe even 30 minutes. But and maybe go kind of bounce back and forth in between them. But yeah, today we're just gonna start off with the original spider that I've been doing. Do that for a couple times, and then I might do the intro. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I've been practicing on the chords of I think C, a G, and an A minor. Which the G, I have found that it is very difficult to do, because I'm trying to learn as a side thing and kind of want to do the Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. And you could pick it, but I'm already doing the picking with the intro to Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I don't really want to keep practicing the picking because I think my picking is okay. But now I want to start practicing chords to get ready for the chords that are in the other side. And I think this song is going to be something different too that can give me benefits to that song. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start practicing with the spider. You guys probably noticed that little dust. That was the dust from whenever I didn't play for like a year or however long it was. So I try to clean it off as much as possible, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not really too worried about it. But yeah, we're gonna get back into it, so. Also, in one of my shorts, I posted. I'm trying to do a 100-day challenge of doing the spider for 100 days straight. And in one of the videos, somebody commented saying that because like when I play it, I usually really focus on just the finger, like the finger that I'm using, and the previous finger. So if I'm going from 3 to 4, so if I'm going 3 to 4, I have these two fingers off, and I'm only using these two. And somebody recommended using my two pointer fingers and my middle finger to my pointer finger and my middle finger to keep it on the fretboard to keep more stability, which I never thought of that. So I'm gonna try it and see how it is. It's super awkward, but whenever I was first doing the spider, it was very awkward, and then someone recommended doing that, giving that a shot. So I'm gonna give it a shot. So if it is a little bit slower and not as precise, it's because I'm really trying to focus on using these 3 fingers for stability, especially when I'm over here and trying to use these for stability, while also hitting the notes or the strings just right. So if you guys think I'm struggling, that's why. I'm trying something a little bit different to see how it feels. So Man, it sounds a little off. I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. So we're gonna keep on going. Maybe do this a couple more times, and then I might do the intro for a minute, and then I'll probably go to the chords, because I kind of, what I was doing a few minutes ago, that's kind of what I was kind of sounding a little nice and a little bit more challenging. Especially with the G chord. I hate the G chord. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't sound the best, but my fingers are definitely not in as much pain as I did the first time. There's a little bit of pain, especially when I'm like trying to go from like one of these to back to the one, or the one to the four. There's a little bit of pain there, so I still got to work out that muscle right there and really focus on hitting my notes or my strings just right. But yeah, we're gonna go to the picking for a minute, and then we'll go to the chords, because I kind of want to do all three, to be honest with you. So, and I don't edit my videos yet, so I don't want to spend like 30 minutes of just playing the same things I've been doing, you know. So. Alright, so I'm going to go to the chords that I was doing a little bit prior to this. So I think, if I'm correct, I was doing a C, a G, and then an A minor. And so if I'm correct, a C is like this. Okay, I'm doing it wrong. Hold on. And then it goes from this to a G, which is what I'm struggling with. So you go from here, and then you go here, here, and here. And it is as awkward as it looks, trust me. You gotta hit. I haven't really mastered this yet. I've gotten it a couple times, but I cannot switch clean. I'm either not getting this bottom string, or my index finger is hitting this middle string from where it's trying to adjust for the ring finger to hit. Because you go like this, and this basically is lunging over all the chords onto this string. And so you're really not trying to hit this second string. And then you're also trying not to hit the middle string below your index. So and I have no rhythm. I have no rhythm whatsoever. So ignore that. So I think it goes from here to I think here. Oh, that sounds way off. Hold on. No, that don't sound right. Maybe it's right here. That sounds off too. Hold on. Maybe it's right here. Hold on. Right here, maybe? That's off. Okay, so it goes from this. Then is it this? That might be it, I think. Or it's this. That sounds awful. It's gonna bother me now. And by the way, I'm trying to play. This was a C. Then the second one is a G. So the A minor is what I'm trying to play. A minor. Is it this? I'm missing something. I think this is. I want to say, no, that's not an A minor, I don't think. This is definitely a chord, but I don't think this is an A minor. I feel like maybe this is the A minor. Maybe this is the A minor. And then that sounds way off. There we go. Alright, yeah, so this is definitely the A minor. That's the A minor. And then this is a C. And then this is the G chord, which I absolutely am not a fan of right now. It's my arch nemesis. Alright, we're gonna get it. Let's see if this works. It'd be so much easier to just use your pinky right here, I feel like. However, I don't think it's efficient because you could definitely do your pinky right here. You could definitely do your pinky right here. But I don't think it's supposed to be like that. I think it's supposed to be your ring finger right there. And I'm just talking about technique wise. I think it's supposed to be a ring finger. I might have to look into it and see. But I think the proper way is ring finger, middle finger up at the top, which stretches your hand, and then index finger on the second or the fifth, or whatever. This is a lot more challenging than using your pinky too, so I don't know. I mean, you could probably use your pinky, but like, see how out of tune that sounds? It sounds so bad. And I think it's because it's either my index finger isn't hitting the chord or the string well enough, and my pinky finger or my ring finger is hitting the chord very good, or it is my index finger is hitting the chord good, but either my index finger is not hitting the chord good, and my index finger might be hitting the middle string. It's either or, you know. I mean, whenever I fix one, the other one comes. So whenever it doesn't hit just right, it's one of those two issues, and I have to move my fingers around, like slight adjustments, and then the slight adjustment throws the other finger off, so I have to make slight adjustments to that one, and then it's just a constant back and forth, you know. So that's like the kind of like a biggest struggle with that. So the C is very, if you guys are trying to learn a chord, I would highly recommend the C, because the C is super easy. You have your index finger on the second string on the first fret, your middle finger on the third string, or I guess the fourth string, second fret, and then your ring finger, fifth fret, third fret, or your ring finger on the fifth string, third fret, and make sure you're hitting every single one good. And then whenever you are, I don't know, A minor is pretty easy too. That one is like this, I think. I think that's a, hold on. I think that's bad, hold on. Wait, we're gonna figure this out. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, A minor is pretty easy too. You just have your ring or your middle finger on the fourth string, second fret, and your index on the fifth string, second fret. And whenever you're doing that, just make sure that you have your hand right here isn't hitting this bottom string, because it does that. So you want to like have a little bit of gap to where it does that, because if it closed, you can definitely hear the difference. So, which I mean, you don't, I guess it doesn't, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but I personally am trying to hit it just right, so. But yeah, this is the first full week that I've done this consistently, so that is my progress, with me practicing on an average of probably 15 minutes a day, average, I would say. Today I've actually went over 15 minutes. I was probably playing maybe 15 to 20 minutes before I even started recording. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe give some tips, or maybe some videos if you guys recommend tutorials. Greatly appreciate it. And if you see people asking questions and I may not know, you know, feel free to answer the questions, you know. Don't forget that I have a YouTube. I do YouTube shorts. That is gonna, my YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram all have the same premise right now. They are all on the 100-day spider. So I think right now, as of today, I think I am on day 5. I'll have to look, but I think I'm on day 5. I haven't even uploaded that video yet, but I'm about to put it up today at some point, and then by the time this video releases, it will probably be like the 6th or 7th day. Depends on whenever I'm able to upload them. Sometimes you might see that they come out on the same days. That's usually because it takes forever for it to upload. and I can't, as of right now, I can't upload them all at the same time. I have to upload on one app, like TikTok, and then upload on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and then do them individually. And I have other stuff to do other than just sitting on my phone to let upload or whatever. So yeah, if you guys like the video, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Peace.